Hey, everybody, it's Michael Loche. Welcome to another edition of Ask Us Anything, us being me and John. I'll introduce him in a moment. You know, we've been hanging out with you for 261 Fridays. And today's episode is kind of a special episode because it's brought to you by the number 9.
What the 9?
What the 9 is going on? Well, you tell me. I'd like to hear from our viewers today. And halfway through the show today, I'm going to reveal why today's show is brought to you by What the 9. Let's see what some of your guesses are out there today. Hello, everybody. My name is Michael Loche. I'm the author of these 3 best-selling books, and I'm live on Fridays for 261 Fridays in a row, with the odd exception of being traveling. And I'm here every week to uplift you and inspire you and give you the tools and processes so you can have a rich, full, delicious, awesome life. And my hunch, I've been helping you do that over the last 261 Fridays, or at least one of those Fridays. But I know there's also some of you that have listened to all 261 twice. So that's 261 hours. Can you imagine? So then when people meet me, they react like I'm their best friend ever, and I don't know who they are, but they know everything about 261 hours. Are you crazy? They know lots. I'm here in beautiful Victoria, BC, on the west coast of Canada, and not too far from me on the mainland is my friend John in Verarity. Good morning, John.
Hey, everyone. Yes, my name is John in Verarity, and I am certified in emotion code and body code, and so I'll be helping out with those questions today. And yeah, I help people all over the world with emotion code and body code, or helping people with chronic pain, mental health concerns, co-host of the Emotion Code Bro Show, which we'll get into a little bit later. But yeah, it's a pleasure to be here. I'll be reading some of the comments, questions. Again, get your questions in early, and so we can get to them nice and early for you. Make sure they're answered.
And I think it's safe to say that you and I have gone on tour with the 7 keys to the Emotion Code presentation. Now, if you go to one city, is it a tour? No, but if you slip over to Nanaimo, you know what happens? The tour has begun.
It's official.
So we've done this in Vancouver. We've done this in Nanaimo at 2 health fairs and the one at the Vancouver Health Fair. And we're doing it again, hopefully with you in January in Victoria, and I'll be doing it in Calgary. So, John, here's what I'd like you to do. I'd like you to tell our friends about a little bit about emotion code and the heart wall, because today we're going to focus on a little bit about the heart wall. Why is it stopping you from getting customers and clients? And most importantly, what does it have to do with law of attraction? So, John, go ahead, the heart wall and why we need to know it as business people. Go ahead, please.
Absolutely, yeah. So we're talking about the emotion code here. The emotion code is developed by Dr. Brad. So shout out to Dr. Brad, wrote the book. And the heart wall is believed to be the greatest discovery in energy work. So the heart wall is a wall of emotions around your heart. So heart wall. And your heart is one of the most, or the most powerful organ in the body, and it acts like a brain. And there's actually more messages that originate from your heart and go to your brain than originate from your brain and go to your heart. So the heart's the boss, tells your brain, tells your body what to do. And a heart wall is a wall of emotions. Now, trapped emotions are about the size of your fist or a little bit larger. And what they do is they can actually go and form a wall around your heart. So going through troubled times, relationships, you can inherit emotions that go into your heart wall as well. And so they create feelings of being disconnected. They can create neck pain, shoulder pain. That just prevent you from healing. And business as well. So if you're finding you're not connecting with clients or prospects, it could be because of a heart wall. So it's very, very significant block to you in business, as well as relationships. So I find it's usually, 2 or 3 sessions to completely remove a heart wall. And, it comes up from time to time again. And, later in life, your heart wall can sort of like rebuild as well. So it is key to keep that heart wall cleared. And so you can, attract potential clients, connect in relationships with a loved one. So if you have sort of like on again, off again relationships, definitely want to get your heart wall cleared. Yeah. And welcome back, Michael.
Thank you. It was funny, and also because you and I use different words. So here's the word that I would use. Or if people say you're a little crusty,
Ooh.
you know what crusty means? Or you have a little edge to you, or bitter. People come to me with that too. And it's trapped emotions that are protecting their heart, that are stopping them from sending and receiving love. No wonder you're crusty. You've got layers of crust being trapped emotions. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Friday. Before we get started, we are looking for questions and answers. John, let's welcome our friends this morning, please. Who joined us nice and early?
Natasha Paula Samuel.
The first question asker is going to be today. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, so Natasha Paula Samuel is here. It says, hello, Michael John. Looking forward to a great show.
Thank you, NPS from the UK.
Maria Favita says, hello, you too.
Yeah, Maria from San Francisco.
Yeah. Tammy Prince says, good morning. Kim Whitner's here.
Yeah, Lynn Progner, I don't know if you said her name or not.
Yep.
Very good. Our friend Kim Whitner. Like, these are the people that when you say you're having a party, they come early, right? But you like that because they get the energy going, right? And then later on, the Misties peeked her head in. Who else peeks her head in sometimes late? Our Halloween candy friend.
Charity.
Who?
Charity West?
No, I forget her name. Charity West, yeah. Yeah, Charity pops in later, right? We love the Kim Whitners and the Delilahs that came in nice and early. Diana Marie Barnella came in nice and early. Hannah Appel, it's probably in the afternoon for her. And Leslie Owen, good morning and happy Friday. John, who else is saying what? And I'm going to make a quick announcement, and then you're going to tell me our first question. I have not seen one yet.
We're still in the hellos.
Okay, we are still in the hellos. And we're looking for number 9. What the number 9 is going on?
Hello, Janice. And Janice, actually, I think I worked on her last Saturday on the Bro Show. Great to hear an update from Janice. Tara's here, says hello. Cheryl says good morning.
Good morning. Hey, our friend Jamie Lee, she said, I'm so happy to finally have a moment to sit here in Windsor, Ontario, and yay, I get to be here and listen to you guys. Well, I will be seeing Jamie Lee's in Windsor, Ontario on January 20th, and not just one seminar, I'm doing 2. I'm doing an NLP seminar in the morning for business owners, and well, everybody. You single? Everybody. NLP in the morning, Law of Attraction in the afternoon, January 20th. We're pulling it all together. Very good. So, John, I want you to read a couple more. I'm going to make an announcement, and then you're going to scan for a question. Please go ahead.
Yeah, Helena Jenikins here says good morning. Dawn Boehm says good morning, bros, watching from St. Charles, Illinois.
Okay.
With an inch of snow. Yep. Anthony's here. Anthony Pinelli. Hi, guys. Welcome back. Yes, loved your explanation, John, in your interview. Thanks, Anthony.
Yeah,
Amelia
Parham. She's also on Vancouver Island. She's saying hello. Diane Savoy, who is my sister, is watching. So now she might be watching with my mother, and my mother doesn't know if I'm on the phone or if it's a video. So shout out to Edith in case my sister, Diane, is with my mother watching me live. My mom might think it's on the phone. Kendra, McGee, Marine, welcome. So, John, this is it. I want you to start scanning. We're also looking for anybody that can help us figure out what the 9 is going on. And good. So, as you know, a lot of you know, I've been supporting a lot of emotion code, body code practitioners to build a business. And it's more than just being good at healing people and doing the work of the emotion code and so on. You've got to know how to make money so you can change your whole life and maybe quit a job or stop doing 2 jobs and maybe take your talent that you've always wanted to do. I'm just saying, if you're an emotion code practitioner right now, I offer a monthly growth club for your business. And my commitment is to help you grow your business, not by like 5%, like massive amount of growth. And I'm going to support you in doing that. And every month I do a free live training. This month, inside the membership, it's $77 on sale right now a month. The first month I did a class on business cards. No, not any business card. Business cards for practitioners, emotion code, body code practitioners. John, I know you'll have to comment on that class. Without telling all the information, how useful is that class?
It is very, very useful. I took my business cards. I haven't handed out one of my business cards in a long time. I got to redesign it. It's, has my website on it. It says emotion code, body code on it.
Yeah. So John, you understand now why the business card. So this month I am doing, here's a handout. It's a 5-page handout. And I'm going to teach emotion code body practitioners how to plan and execute and offer a 4-person series on weight loss. And here's the big picture. I'm going to teach you how to take 4 people in the same series for 5 days or 5 evenings or whatever, and how to figure it out. How do I do that? Well, we're going to start with a clock, and I want to teach you how you can take 4 people and have them for 5 sessions and work them through a weight loss program. So I have the script, I have the protocol, I've been working on it for a couple of years. John's been helping me. I'm going to teach you everything, not everything. I'm going to teach you a lot of things that you need to be helping people with, and also the protocol or the script for each session that each person will get. It's a plug and play. Hey, John?
That's great. Yeah, we like plug and play.
Hashtag plug and play. Oh, let's see. And there's a little calculator in here that says, well, let's do the math practitioner. Number of participants, 4. And what would a client be willing to pay to have 5 sessions on a program that's been successful around emotion code and weight loss? I don't know. Let's just say minimum $200. So now you have 4 people at $200. So now that's $800. Divide that by 5 hours of work. Are you making that now? My hunch hashtag it isn't that there isn't. So Delilah has put the link out in the comments about how you can join. When you join, you'll have access to be able to see class number 1, which was the business card class, and then you'll be able to participate live next Saturday on this class. John, let's go say hello to some more friends, please. And we're looking for a question because today we are Ask Me Anything. Well, you know what, John? You didn't ask, but my hunch is you were going to. I'm in Vancouver next Sunday, not tomorrow, next Sunday on the 18th, a 1 to 4 Sunday. If you sign up or when you sign up to come join us, you'll get one of these for free. This is a 4-part video series on NLP, Your Life Purpose. You register, it's $99. If it doesn't say that. No, it doesn't say that. It's $99 in person, November 18th. John, go ahead, please. You're scouting for a question.
We are. So if you do have a question on emotion code, body code, law of attraction, law of connection, your life purpose, ask away. We have a question here from Kelly McGlover. It says, so, Michael and John, question. What type of emotions could be interfering with kids who have fears of parents dying? Even if the parents are healthy, could it be from past generations? Yeah. Could be from past generations. That is very unique. Absolutely. I would test. I've worked with a lot of kids, and it's great to work with kids' behaviors, and help them clear those blocks and concerns here. But yeah, I would ask for specifically inherited emotions from parents, even like prenatal emotions, see if there's something in there. And then you could just do an overall, emotion code, kind of like standard. Is there a trapped emotion contributing to this fear? Just, start with a very simple question. But yeah, there's a few options there.
John, did I ever tell you the story about the twins that I worked on?
I don't know.
Yeah, I never met them. There was a one that had a set of twins, and one of them was pretty cranky, crusty. He was a bad guy, bad kid. And the other one was, well, like me. Nice and gentle and kind. And the other guy was really angry and always fighting. So I did a emotion code session via the mother. What we're talking about right now is helping the kids. And I found out that when they were in the mother's womb, they had a fight. Now, I'm using the word fight because that's what we understand. But the cranky one had the hot box.
Yeah.
Remember the hot box. So the one that was born cranky had trapped emotions from when he was in the womb with his brother, and they were anger, bitterness, guilt, hatred, and resentment. So I don't know what was going on or who was kicking who in the belly, but and I did a heart wall on that one, and he changed instantly. And the mother
Yeah.
said he came into the kitchen and sat with the parents for no reason at all. Just sat and was kind of hanging out. And they're like, oh, what's going on?
Yeah.
So that's how powerful this heart wall. I guess I'm answering two. Well, I'm not answering anything. I'm just telling you a story. Heart wall, the impact it is, even on a little baby. And it's really possible, you said it earlier, that it's not even their emotions. They were born with it, right? Or while
Yeah.
they were in their mother's womb, there might have been an incident that the mother experienced, and they were born with that. So,
Yeah.
I've never seen or heard Dr. Brad say it, but, I'm pretty observant, and I love watching patterns, and I study patterns. Here's the pattern that I observed through my own practice of doing emotion code thousands of times. When something is found that's prenatal, watch out, because change is a-coming. Because it means they've had that trapped emotion since they were born. They had that behavior, they had that fear, they had that anxiety, they had whatever it was. And I'll say, now when you were a little girl, oh yes, when I was a little girl, I had that. So I said, this is not a new behavior. Let's say, no, I had this forever. I was always this way, even when I was a little girl, and they would bring up the feelings, right? And then when they were prenatal, it was like,
Right. Yeah.
my pattern of the power of the prenatal trapped emotion.
What comes to mind? I don't know if you've heard of this before. Maybe, I don't know, Kelly, if you've heard of this before, Kelly May, is vanishing twin syndrome. Have you ever heard of that?
Vanishing twin syndrome. No.
No, yeah. So what happens is that two embryos make it. And so you have twins, but one doesn't make it. Like one twin will like absorb the other embryo or yeah, it happens, right? So then the baby that makes it sort of has this feeling of being abandoned or something has died or something will die or something like that because it shared the womb with something initially, but it's gone and it's no longer there. So it's kind of unique, but yeah, something to check for there. That'd be prenatal though, a prenatal emotion, but a little
It'd
very
be nice
specific.
it'd be nice, well, because I love watching patterns. It'd be interesting to do a series, like to do a lot of twins, right? And I wonder if there's a lot of heart wall stuff because the other time when I found a heart wall, it said it was while I was in the womb, and I thought that's pretty early to have a broken heart, right? And it was because they were twins. I think there's a lot of fighting going on there.
Oh, for sure, lots of punches and kicks.
Yeah, testicle kicking. Our friend Helena has posted the link to the Vancouver. It's at the Delta Hotel Vancouver. I'm bringing books and handouts. If you're coming, let us know. $99 of me. You're going to master the law of attraction. It's going to be so much fun. Kelly May Glover's with us. Janet Logan running late, but I'm here. Hello. That's what I read. A lot of breath. Okay, Ian Stables, first question at 22 minutes after I think people just come here to chill out, don't they? Sitting back. Okay, Ian Stables. Sometimes when I have a negative vibration, I read and I think of my desire statements. However, it is still hard to change from negative to positive. Any ideas about how to quickly change your vibration? Well, I'm just going to talk a little bit, Ian, and hopefully I'll answer your question somewhere in there. So here's part of the rule, is that you can only hold one vibration at a time. That's good, right? So there's no wishy-washy, there's no mix and match. It's either positive or negative. So and the good news is that you're aware when you have a negative vibe. Oh, how'd you figure that out? Well, you can tell by how you feel. And you also understand the impact of having a negative vibe. You wouldn't be asking me any of these questions. It makes a lot of sense. Hey, I'm conscious about my vibration. I caught myself sending a negative vibration. Now law of attraction start to unfold and orchestrate. Boy, I wish I can control it. I can, because I can only have one vibration at a time. And that brings you back to, what am I thinking about? What am I giving attention to? So when these negative thoughts might not have anything to do with your desire statement. You might have a desire statement about an ideal customer or client, and now you have a negative thought about something else. Well, your desire statement. So here is the, oh my God, I keep having negative thoughts and I don't know what to do with them. Deal with them solution. Did you write that down, John?
No, I'm reading comments, questions.
And here's the question. Remember, your job right now is to do this. John, say it when you see it.
Reset your vibe.
That's right. You have to reset your vibe. And that vibe is the feeling. And the only way to reset the vibe is to back up. The vibe came from your thought. And the only way to change your thought is to change the words that you were thinking. And I know it's episode 261, and we all want to hear it again and again and again. Every time you use the word don't, not, no, in that very moment, I want you to hear my voice in your head say, so what do I want? And when you go from what you don't want to what you do want, the words change. When the words change, the thoughts change. The thoughts change, the vibes change. And now you can only have one vibe at a time. And law of attraction doesn't know the vibe you were sending yesterday. The point of power is in the present. That means right now, law of attraction is responding to the vibe you're sending now. So it doesn't matter how long or little you were sending the negative vibe. What matters is the vibe you're sending now. So be a good changer of vibrations by resetting your vibe. It's the only thing that you can control in your whole friggin' life. The only thing. You cannot control anything except your vibe.
Truth bomb.
Yeah. I'm sending negative vibrations. Does that mean I never have a negative thought? No. But, when I'm walking down the street and I'll think about, I said, no, I don't want that. So what? I'm resetting all the time. This takes work. Not to mention some people don't know what it means. Yeah. Ian Stables, I'd like to hear two things that you learned that were helpful for you today. Go ahead, John. Who's next?
Elaine Carlton's here, says good morning. We have Elaine Goldman, says good morning, Michael John. Lisa Gentile says, thank you. Both of you are changing my life.
We love hearing that.
Sylvia Bellini's here, says, hello, gentlemen. It's all sorts of weather today here in London. Looking forward to a great show.
She missed some good stuff, didn't she? Sylvia Bellini, what the 9 is going on today. Anthony Pinelli, what the 9 is going on. And Anthony's saying, I always muscle check when a client asks, how many sessions do I need? What has been your experience in this? John and I will have different answers for that. And my answer is I would never answer it. I would say, hire me and bring a list. And I'm good and I'm fast. I'll do my best to get through the list really quickly. We're going to stay focused. Don't come for a tea party. Don't come for chitty chat. Don't bring your album of your kids and your pets. We're going to get to work and I'll build a list. And then we'll decide when we're done. And then after meeting with me for 20, 25 minutes and your life is changing, you'll think, good thing I bought a list. I want more of that. John, is that true?
Yeah.
How would you handle that? If somebody says, how many sessions would I need? Is there a right answer?
It's hard to tell. I don't muscle test that. No, I've never found that to be accurate. You can test like a percentage of like what percentage are we through this concern of like, back pain. Okay, so we're at least 50% through this. You can muscle test that, or at least 70% through this, or through that. But even that's just, a rough guide. But
and it's not just one question. Like, I'm looking at my class here on the weight loss. Here's all the different areas. So it's not, I want to lose weight. It's like, well, that's not one trapped emotion. Sorry.
Right.
Oh, what's your trapped emotions about water, about exercise, about your beliefs, about your anxiety, about your food choices, about, it's like you have to go to all those. That's why when we talk about getting rid of food, people say sugar. No. Specific. Sugars. You can do sugar, but I'm getting 100% results when you say chocolate bar, M&Ms, jelly donuts, chocolate-covered donuts, Long Johns, pumpkin spice rolls. That was a shout out to our friend Cindy. Good, Anthony. Now, Anthony Pinelli is a member of the Business Growth Club for practitioners. Anthony, you're going to be downloading this, and hopefully Anthony is going to join me. I do a Facebook Live show in that group, so all the members can join live and ask questions, and I'm going to teach people how to make a lot more money per hour than they're doing now. My hunch is you're in, Anthony Pinelli. Natasha Paula Samuel. Michael, what was the Esther and Jerry Hicks seminar like that you attended? Wow, that's an old question. I want to say that was 25 years ago. And I had met a guy at a trade show that kind of liked my, now 25 years ago, if you were positive, you're a little weird, right? It was weird. I was been weird my whole life. Not weird now. Well, I'm getting more weird, but back then being, having watching words and spirituality and going to a spiritual church and all, like that was just, weird, not for everybody, but for me. So my friend said, let's go to a seminar in Seattle. And he said, and it's a full-day seminar. If you don't like it, you can leave on the break. So I said, okay, let's do it. So we took a ferry to Seattle. To me, it was the adventure. Hey, we're going to Seattle, staying overnight, and we're going to go to a seminar. And so I go to the seminar, and I go to the door, and Jerry and Esther are working the door. This was 25 years ago. So and I didn't even know I was there. I trusted my friend. He said, "You really like this? This sounds like you a lot." So Jerry and Esther were taking money at the door and setting up on the stage, and a lot of people were coming in. Now, Michael Loesch's style, handouts. Handouts here. What the handouts is going on? Anthony Pinelli, give me a what the handouts is going on. There was no handouts and there's no agenda, no flip charts. Oh, no. This is going to be interesting. And within the first 20 minutes, I said, I am in. I am in because everything resonated with me. Now, resonate is another word for feeling. So I say, wow, that really resonated with me. That made it felt really good. Like my vibrational meter was going ding, 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 ding. Remember, I'm semi-teaching like NLP and law of attraction to people without understanding it fully. And I understood, when you have positive thoughts and positive vibes, you get positive things. I kind of understood that. And then people say, what about when you attract negative things? I thought, oh, I don't know the answer to that. I was stumped. And then all the excitement I had about law of attraction, people said, well, then why do people get in accidents? And it would deflate me. And I said, I don't know. Why did you attract that negative thing? I don't know. It never made sense to me. And then within 20 minutes of the Jerry and Esther seminar on law of attraction, the message was, law of attraction responds to, this is a paraphrase, law of attraction responds to your vibe, whether it's negative or positive. That's why it's called the law. And that shut me up forever. Hashtag, it shut me up. And I thought, that's why it's called the law. Here's the law. Send this vibe, get this. So early, I decided in my career, I wasn't going to try to explain how it works. I was going to teach you how to make it work. Imagine me talking about molecules and atoms and all that stuff. That page in my book, I did not write that. I farmed that out to, what's the name of that show with all the geeks on it? Sheldon.
Oh.
I farmed that out to the Big Bang Theory, that page, because, no, not really. I don't even care about molecules and atoms, right? I want to apply the how-to. So that was my experience. And I left, and on the ferry, this is such a good question. On the ferry, because I live in Gilligan's Island, on the way home, I thought, and my friend went to Vancouver, and I'm going to Gilligan's Island on my own. I thought, wow, like that was really, I loved hearing that. I said, oh, I got to tell somebody. Okay, Q 25 years ago, who are you going to tell, Ghostbusters? No one, okay? Except my friend Linda Story, who taught me a lot about NLP before I took official training. And so her and I got together, and we started talking about law of attraction. And then we were starting to get results, and people saying, wow, I like your vibe, not using the word, because that was like, what's the word vibe mean 20 years ago? Make a long story short, I ended up having like 44 people coming to meetings and bringing lawn chairs and cushions and pillows. And when you have 24, you have over 20 people coming, you got to take charge. And before you know it, I'm leading the group and getting success stories. And before you know it, I'm noticing the same question gets asked over and over and over again, and the same answer is always the same. And And then I started doing teleclasses. And then I went to see a speaker here in Victoria, and I was still working for the government full time. And I said, "Oh, I'd love to be a speaker." Because remember, I'm closeted, positive, spiritual, happy guy when the whole world didn't understand all that, and working for the government with a completely different focus, right? And the speaker said, "Well, if you had a book, you could probably speak anywhere." I thought, dude, I am a government worker. I don't have a book. And on the way home, I thought, you don't have a book, but you've got an 8-inch binder of all those classes you've been doing in your living room and on teleclasses. And I put those together. And I took those 8 inches of binder into a 144-page book called Law of Attraction. I sold 3 million copies of it in 37 languages. Oh, I'm sorry, did this turn into me? How did that happen? Yeah, so that's what I thought of the seminar.
Okay. Got a question here from Nick.
Great, a question. Go ahead.
Nick
Go ahead,
Carter.
You're on the air.
Hey, Nick Carter has a question. How long does it take to hold the vibe before manifestation begins? I've heard 17 seconds, but is there even a rule per se?
Well, I don't know. I don't know how you put a number on that. You know, you just have to be very deliberate about including it. Why time it? You know, sit there and squint your eyes and time it for 17 seconds and think you're done? No. Who asked the question again?
Nick Carter.
Oh, I'm going to be playful with Nick. Yeah, Nick. You think you're going to close your eyes and squint really hard for 17 seconds and think it's going to pop in your living room? No. You got to be a deliberate attractor. And to be a deliberate attractor means you need to be a deliberate sender of the vibration. And being a deliberate sender of the vibration means you're being a deliberate includer. And as you're including anything, the law of attraction isn't very smart, but it is obedient. And as you're giving attention, energy, and focus to what you desire, law of attraction is responding to that vibe. And guess what? It took more than 17 seconds. So instead of sitting still with your legs folded, burning some incense, and giving 17 seconds of attention to your desire, why don't you play the game all day? And why don't you notice things with your eyes and your ears that are in alignment to things that you just, oh, look at that. I'd like one of those. That's exactly what I want. I want one in red, just like that. Why don't you be more of a deliberate includer? Why don't you include what it is that you want and what you'd be doing when you have it? Instead of keeping score that you're not there yet, or you don't have the money yet, or you haven't earned it yet, why don't you be in the energy that you have it? And this isn't the what if game. This is you thinking, okay, wouldn't it be ideal? I love the thought. Well, I love the thought of having one of those in red. I can't wait to take a selfie of that car in red. All those are true statements. Then you're sending a positive vibration. And law of attraction doesn't know if you're remembering or pretending or playing or making a macaroni collage or watching TV or watching the news. It's responding to your vibe in the very moment. I don't know if there was a question answered in all that mess.
So, yeah, maybe. Minimum 17 seconds. Okay.
Is that how you would have answered the question?
I don't know.
Well, I'm here to inspire. Okay.
Hey, lots of questions on the Vanishing Twin stuff. Yeah, or comments. But Jennifer has a question. Jennifer Towner, do you have any thoughts about singing your desire statements? Does it make any difference other than making me happy from singing?
Okay, I love this question. I never heard it before. Well, and, Jennifer, I want you to write this down. It's going to be a long one. Law of attraction isn't responding to what you're doing. I'll say it again. Law of attraction is not responding to what I'm doing. It's responding to how I feel about what I'm doing. I'll say it again. It might change up. Law of attraction is responding to how I feel about what I'm doing. Okay, cue the question. John, say the question again, please.
Does it make any difference? Well, yeah. Do you have any thoughts about singing your desire statements? Does it make any difference other than making me happy from singing?
Now, if I told everybody they had to sing their affirmations, I'd get a blurred out finger, one of those little blurry fingers, because not all people want to hear it. Some people like to see it. Oh, how do I give attention to my desire? I got too much set up. I have a flip chart on a wall of a class that I'm developing. I need to see it. I'm not singing that. My auditory friend, they'd probably write a Christmas carol over it and sing it over Christmas because they love the sound of their own voice, respectfully. The kinesthetic person, they might like to write about it and journal about it, move their hands and get a feeling for it. And the digital person just might need a sticky to remind them about that's what their goal is. So here's the rule. If it causes you to send the vibration of what you desire, then do it. I'll say it again. If it, visualization, macaroni collages, dream boards, if it causes you to send the vibration of what you desire, then do it. If it doesn't feel good doing it, then don't. And you don't need to ask anybody outside of yourself whether it's right for you or not. You need to use your vibrational meter reader, which is your feelings.
Beauty. Okay, question. Actually, Sue Green says, if you have natural path insurance coverage, does this kind of healing get covered? So like healing, emotion code, body code? The answer is not for natural path. That's like, we're not physicians. So I've never heard of it. Well, definitely no, not for natural paths. Like Blue Cross doesn't cover us. And it's.
I get it. I get it. It's expensive. Healthcare is expensive. But I have helped people that have spent a lot of money on other things trying to get things fixed.
Right.
And, $100 25-minute session and bring a list.
Right.
And I get it. It'd be nice to have somebody pay for that. Sometimes we need to pay for our own health care. All these people that are eating organic and vegan, all those foods, they're paying for good health care. They're paying extra to do that. So I get it. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. One of my sort of like statements that I have for my business, right, is that like I attract clients with a self-development budget because, we're not covered, right? So my clients, they do. Yeah. Absolutely. I went to a business building program or a seminar, and the person that led the seminar spends $80,000 a year on his own self-development. I know. Right?
Some people are spending $10,000 on a package when they go to a seminar. So yeah. Some people like to learn. Some people like to, perfect something. Some people there's no right answer. That's why you have to be good vibrational meter readers. You have to be good at using your feelings to be your detector. Let it be, no, not that, ding, 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 yeah, that. Like, use your feelings to help guide your way.
Yeah.
That'd be a good country song. Use your fingers to guide your way. Okay, John Inverarity, we are going to start to wrap up, but no one's guessed what number 9 means.
There's a few guesses here, yeah.
Was there?
Where'd it go? I'm not too sure. Sue Green also says, I need to never miss any more of these shows. I get so much out of these.
Well, Sue Green, here's the good news. There's 261 episodes that you can go back and watch. Here's the not so good news. Well, number 9 is representing, today is, how am I going to word that? Today is the 9th. Is that right? It's not the 9th. We're on the countdown to the conclusion of Friday's Hangout with Michael show. And today is show number 9. Next week will be show number 8. And that 8-week series, that 9-show series ends on New Year's Day with my annual New Year's Day special on Law of Attraction. What you need to apply in 2019 so you can have a rich, full, delicious life. So number 9 is the start of the 9-day countdown. And over the next 9 weeks, I'm going to make another announcement about a new format series that I'm inspired to work on. And I trust there's enough episodes for you to keep yourself busy. And by the time I'm going to have 270 episodes. What the 270 is going on? John, thanks for all your help today. And John talked about the emotion code earlier. You can go to John's website, aliveandpure.com, and find out more about that. You've got a little video talking about the process, and I think you've got a heart wall page on your page.
I got a heart wall page, yeah, and we've done 69 bro show episodes as well. So you can, if you run through those 261, there's 69 bro shows as well. Yeah.
Very good. Okay, we'll see you later, John. We'll see you next week. John, I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow we're doing part 2. We're doing a 4-part series for entrepreneurs and business people and how you and I are successfully applying emotion code on our own selves to create more business. And of course, that's evident that we're doing a good job in that area. So we put together a 4-part series. Last week, we worked on your beliefs, people's beliefs about their level of success and so on. So tomorrow, we've got some more that we're going to work on. We'll see you tomorrow, this same Facebook page at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon Eastern, same time as today. John, we will see you live tomorrow. Let's say goodbye to our friends. See you later.
Yep, see you tomorrow.